Millions of Americans were impacted by hurricanes in 2024. In light of the disaster, the IRS extended the tax deadline for some affected taxpayers in Alabama, Georgia, Florida, and the Carolinas to May 1st. If you're one of them and want to make sure everything goes smoothly, we have Andy Phillips, H&R Block Vice President of the Tax Institute. Andy, good to see you here. Where can taxpayers find their extended deadline?
Sure. So first, thank you for having me. And as you mentioned, tax day has passed for the vast majority of Americans, but we had a lot of natural disasters in 2024 and early 2025. For folks impacted by those disasters, they may have an extended deadline. You referenced down in the Southeast, we have several states or portions of states that are extended at least until May 1st, so a couple days from now. North Carolina gets a little longer until September. And then we have other areas like California, where folks impacted by the fires that occurred, not too long ago, have until October to file their 2025 or 2024 tax returns. And so the best place to go to determine if you may have an extended deadline is to go to the IRS website. They have a complete listing, or hnrblock.com. We can help you as well.
So if you are allowed to file late, what should you be aware of in that instance?
Absolutely. So the first thing is, don't wait till that last second to do it, especially if you were impacted by the disaster. Maybe you had a casualty loss, meaning you had some loss to business property or your home or a vehicle that wasn't fully reimbursed by insurance, and you may be able to claim a casualty loss. In some instances, you may be able to get that money back quicker by filing a prior year amendment to get that money back or to claim that loss. You may also need help reconstructing your records if you lost some of your paperwork. And so it's really important that people don't wait till the last minute to do that, but instead, get ahead of it now, understand what benefits may be eligible to me and what else may I need to get together to file my tax return this year. Shifting
gears here. If you owed the IRS money this year, what should you do right now to make sure that doesn't happen again next year?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things I love to talk about during tax season is don't use that kind of tax, preparation experience as just a look back on last year, but use it as an opportunity to make that plan going forward, to say, I want to get the best possible outcome next year when I go to file. If you haven't done that, I'm going to give you two ways you can adjust your withholdings or your taxes to get a different outcome next year. If you're an employee, you can update what's called your W-4 with your employer. That's what they use to determine how much tax to withhold from each of your paychecks. Now, if you're self-employed, you can adjust how much you make in quarterly estimated payments during the year, again, to account for, hey, I've had life changes, or I didn't like my outcome when I filed a few weeks ago, and I want to change that for next year. And here at H&R Block, we offer our clients a courtesy mid-year check to avoid any of those surprises. So for instance, the W-4, it's kind of like a mini tax return. If you're confused by it, good opportunity to get help, because then you have an outcome that won't be a surprise when you go to file a little less than a year from now.
Just lastly, we only got about 30 seconds here. For those who are trying to figure out which of the deductions they can expect to roll off that they should start to really budget for this year, what are the top ones that could come into play once you're getting ready for next year's filing?
Do you mean by like a change of law?
Certainly.
Yeah, so the vast majority of the individual provisions of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, that was that first President Trump tax package. Those don't expire till the end of 2025. So the benefits that you may have taken advantage of on your 2024 return, by and large, those are going to be available again this year. We'll have to see what, if anything, Congress passes, and if there's anything that impacts 2025. But in general, right now, what was available in 2024 should be available in 2025. Again, it will be 2026 when we see those provisions start to expire.
Andy, great reminder. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you for having me.